See if we can get a fish. Nice rainbow. Checking out a couple new spots that I've never fished before. Figured it'd be worth checking out. See if we can do a little bit of trout fishing. Maybe catch a trout or two. We won't know, but we will try. We'll try this section first. Seems pretty shallow and pretty dead. Should be worth a try. No. Yeah, I don't know if. Yeah, so right now we're just in explore mode. Not sure where I'm going, but I'm just trying to get to the river, or I guess a bigger section of the river. Where to go? Huh. Pretty open water. I will try. Try this section over here by the tree. Wow. Check out this rock. All the red on it. It's cool. See some granite veins in it, I think. Right there. Cool rock, cool rock, cool rock. See if we can find a cool fish to match that cool rock. That would be the best. Man, this is beautiful water. There's gotta be some fish. I'm sure there's definitely some fish, but there's gotta be some fish interested. And my rooster tail. Check out over there's the family of whitetail deer. We'll see, hopefully the GoPro can pick it up. If not, I'll try with my phone. Oh yeah, my phone can pick them up. They are there. Ones are they're gonna cross over, or they're just drinking water. It's a whole little family of them. It's one of the things I love about fishing. It's just seeing the wildlife. Not necessarily always catching fish, but enjoying the outdoors. I'll zoom out that way you can see how far I am. Well, so far fishing over here has been a failure. I don't say a failure, just we haven't caught any fish. I'll say that. Not a failure because we did see those sweet whitetail. Stop messing up my gear too badly. I think it opens up better this way. Looks like I found this cool little pocket. And it does look promising. You guys should be able to see that there, right there. Been getting chewed up by a beaver. It's definitely what that is. I come out over here where it's a little bit more open. I wasn't able to cast very good, and there, saw those branches. Well, so far the black with copper Panther Martin isn't doing anything, even though we found this cool little spot. I might try on the other side of this tree. If we can't get nothing there, then I will go drive to another spot. That's interesting. I'm hoping that's from a beaver rubbing up against it. But we can't be sure. This little spot looks interesting. Looks like there's a log laying in there. Nada enchilada. Yeah. Got a fish, guys. Finally got a fish. Nice rainbow. Oh, get in the net. Get in the net. Get in the net. Woohoo! Finally. Finally, guys. Heck yeah. Nice little rainbow. Gorgeous rainbow on the Old Faithful. Panther Martin. Hopefully he's still there. I dropped him in the water. I gotta get him back. Get in the net. Get in the net. There we go. I was saying on the Panther Martin. Sweet. Definitely our first fish in this new section that I've never fished up here. Oh. Before we let him go, beautiful rainbow. Release this bad boy. Get in the net. Catch your breath. There you go, buddy. Thanks for playing. Heck yeah, finally got a fish. Gotta rinse my hand off real quick. Ooh, that water's cold. Oh, very, very cold. Oh. Whew. If I can dry it up a little bit. That is very cold. Man, I was about to leave now. I feel like I'm gonna hang out a little bit more. That's cool to catch that rainbow. And along with this river being single hook, barbless, it is catch and release as well. Though in the winter, like it is right now, you can fish for whitefish, and you can keep whitefish. I think I've only ever caught one whitefish, but I never fished for them. I was fishing for trout, and I just happened to catch one. Oh. I just moved to the other side of where I was at this little section might be problematic. Oh, I got one. Yes, sir. Where is my net? Where is my net? Oh, sweet. It's number 2. Number 2. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Oh, very, very cool. Yeah, and this little section, definitely asking for trouble with all the tree trunks and wood laying down. All right, I think it's time for the go to my next spot. Hopefully, if I can make it out of this spot. Yeah, I'll throw that away. These assholes just leave stuff laying around. Dumbass Heineken. And there's Modelo. Throw the stuff away as we get back to the truck. It's the least I can do. So super exciting. 2 fish. Yes. Probably one of my biggest pet peeves. I feel like there's another stupid. Modelo. I don't know why people always come out, but they can't throw away their stuff. I'll just throw this stuff there on the side, get rid of it later. So I'm about to show you guys something pretty cool that many people may not know about. Some will, some won't. But you guys see all this rock, which is definitely a lot different than the river rock we saw down by the river. You may be wondering, why is all this rock here different than the one that's down by the river. So there's a cool story. I will show pictures of what happened, but there was like a big rainfall, and all this rock that's right here came down from all the way up there. You guys might be able to pick it up, might not, but yeah, it all came down from way on the top, and just a debris flowed all this rock in here and covered the whole road. There's another section over there, and then another section over there that all got piled up. Like I said, I'll show you guys pictures right now. See, I'll be able to zoom in a little bit more with my phone. It all came from up there. It's pretty cool. All this rock down here. Yeah, because the river definitely didn't bring any of this down. This all got brought down from the debris flow from up there. So on July 3rd, 1998 is when this happened. You can tell all the areas with the arrows that got affected. Number 3 is where I'm at, Beavertail Bend. So on July 3rd, 1998, there was a couple of inches of rain that fell within an hour and weren't able to saturate into the hill. So it caused a debris flow, bringing about 500 tons of rock and mud, according to the Washington Department of Transportation, which is the one cleaning it there. It was a fun fact. I thought it was pretty neat when I found out. I'm gonna walk down here and do some fishing. This looks like it might be a spot where some fish might be hanging out. It could be wrong, but I could be right. Those pine trees are really nice. They are pretty cool. All right, nothing there. We'll walk back over there, try a spot I saw, and if that doesn't work, then we'll move on to maybe one more spot, depending how much time I have left. You guys can see all these rocks are from the hill way up there. So these didn't make their way all the way to blocking the river, but you can tell how far down they came. The river is pretty low right now since it's winter time. The water's pretty low, but you can still tell. So from being way up there to where I parked up there, made its way all the way here, and still made its way to this section right here. Yeah, so it would have been cool to see when this was all thrown back or thrown down from way up there. Look at all these. There's some pretty sizable rocks. Just imagine that all coming down because of the rain. But that fog up in the hills is beautiful. Apart from sunshine, can't ask for anything better. My last stop, still gonna try my favorite Panther Martin, but I did bring my fly rod, and I have this little leech conehead one, and then this tungsten jig head with the worm on it. See if we can get something on either one. All right, so we're here to one of my favorite spots, and the river is pretty high right here. Usually it's a lot lower. Whoa, it is really high. I don't know if you guys can see it. I got my glasses on. But yeah, usually this whole gravel bed is exposed. I'll start off with my Panther Martin here close before I disturb all the bottom. Now we're giving my fly rod a chance. See if we can get a fish. Maybe, maybe not. But it's worth a try. Yeah, nothing there. Still new to fly fishing, as you guys might be able to tell. I think the line I have is that Cortland 444 line. I'll just let that drift out here for a while. I'm starting to get hungry. So I'll bring this back in and then I'll call it a day. Well, at least I know I was on the bottom. I'll put that away. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that information I provided for you. And once again, thanks for watching. Look at all those guys up there. They're just hanging out. What's up, guys? They're just hanging out.